Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk Mental Health. So I saw a statistic this morning that was indicating that 84 men a week currently in the UK have ended their lives, and I feel like this a global pandemic is a big contributing factor, especially if you have existing mental health conditions. Being taken away from all your distractions, your rituals, your routine, and spending way too much time indoors, stuck with a lot of unresolved issues and demons in your head. It's understandable why somebody would reach a point of wanting to end their own life. But the reason I think that the statistic of men ending their life is higher is down to emotional intelligence level that people have sort of over years and years and years in society. From a young age, the sort of knee-jerk response to a girl falling over and hurting their knee would, if she starts crying, comfort her. It's less likely, I believe, for girls to be told to walk it off. Oh, it's not that bad. Come on, get up. What are you doing? Don't cry like a baby. It's more common to say that to a young boy. And I think that sort of society belief from a young age, as a result, leads to women feeling like it's more acceptable to admit that they're not okay. And whereas men feel like it's a sign of weakness. I'm struggling, my mental health's collapsing, I'm not alright. But if I tell everyone about it, they won't get it. They'll tell me to walk it off. And I mean, you can walk a lot of stuff off. Walking is one of the best therapies. But if you've got a lot of unresolved issues, you've got mental health that's not really in your control. You're losing control of it and it's taking over your life. No matter what your gender is, it is okay to talk about it. So what I'm going to be going over today is the topic of mental health during the pandemic. Because, I mean, I know people that have no existing mental health issues that they would describe certain days that they've had during the pandemic as gloomy, bleak, and it's almost like a taster of what it's like to have depression. Because when you've got depression or any sort of mental health illness, you always have this roller coaster of some days are good, some days are bad. Some days you just don't want to go outside. But right now, most people don't have the choice. You are stuck inside. If you already have mental health issues, it can amplify a lot of unresolved trauma and issues that you have. But even if you don't have mental health issues, you can still experience the sort of bleak negativity. This is never going to end sort of mindset that is inevitable during a pandemic. So what I would sort of recommend and things that I've found is when the world's in a normal sort of place and you are free to sort of do whatever you feel like, generally a good day, at least for me, would be a variety of different activities, so that I'm going to bed at the end of the day feeling really tired with sort of a feeling of productivity. I've used my day well. So this could be take my dog out for a walk in the morning, go to work, go to the gym, after work, see my friends, watch some TV, and I meditate, of course. But there I've tended to I've had a nice morning, I've had a breakfast, I've taken my dog out, I've got some sunlight, had a bit of time to myself, then go to work or uni, whatever. You're earning money or you're working towards a degree to earn money in the future. You are progressing yourself, you are working towards a career, you're getting that. But then I'm going out of that, working on my health, my fitness, doing something I enjoy, sweating out any sort of frustrations that I have. Finishing that, spending time with my friends, chatting, having a laugh, doing something I enjoy. So I feel like recognition You know, you might have had an awful day at work, but you might have had a good gym workout, and then you might have a really good time with your friends. And then you might watch a movie. You might watch your movie with someone. You might play a board game, unwind, and then you go to bed. And some things might have been good, some things might have been bad, but you've had a variety of different things. If you do a variety of different things, even if you're not at the best of days, you'll still have something that went in your favor. However, when you are indoors all the time, you can have a variety of different occurrences in the day, but they all take place in the same space. So I talked about this in a previous video. What I've found is I'm trying to replicate the feeling of going to bed at the end of the day quite tired, but with a sense of fulfillment that I've used my day for a lot of different activities. So, you know, you coops up in the house all the time. You might be doing you might be working from home, you might be taking care of your kids, you might be doing online uni. If you're not doing any of those things and you are just wallowing around waiting, maybe you're hoping for university to, or not university, like hospitality, like bars and everything to open up again, you might be furloughed. You could always look into online courses or sort of reading that you can get into. I feel like there's quite a lot of things that you can get for free or at least for good prices. So it's time that you are spending developing yourself, growing, getting another skill set. You could even get the app Duolingo, which is free. And I've been doing it to try and learn Spanish. So every single day, I'll spend about 15-20 minutes learning Spanish. I'm currently doing something about travel. So mi pasaporte is my passport. All these kind of things, because I was talking to my girlfriend about it. Our plan, learn a bit of Spanish on Duolingo, and then once lockdown's over, we're going to go to Spain together. And if we can't hold a conversation with any of the locals, at least we might understand what the waiters are saying about us behind our back, and if it's good or bad. So you know, these are little things that even if you aren't feeling like you're getting much purpose from your day because things out of your control are impacting that, there's always things that you can do. And you know, it could be a better time than ever to get into online games. I've spoke to so many people in different countries through World of Warcraft. There'll be days I would have just spent a whole day in my room, but actually I've been sat at my PC, I've been on voice with like 10-20 different people from like Sweden, Romania, Hungary, the Netherlands. And really it's nice hearing, you know, it's not just in our bubble in the UK where these issues exist. It's a worldwide thing that's affecting everyone. I was talking to somebody in the Netherlands. He's a student, and they're not allowed out past 9 p.m. I think. And wait, no, that's Hungary. Hungary, you're not allowed to go outside past 9 p.m. And he was saying like he might not have gone outside the house past 9 p.m, but the feeling that you can't even do it if you wanted to just go for a late night walk made him feel very trapped in his home. But when he's at his computer and he's playing a game, he's engaging his imagination in another different world that's in his computer, and that really helps. Just, you know, you're not in a bubble. There's like an extra little portal that you have that keeps your mind and your sort of you busy, occupied as time goes over. So there's any time to be a nerd. Now is a fantastic time to be a nerd, as long as you do other things as well. So I try to start every single day with meditation, exercise, and a list of things that I want to do that day. It could be as simple as take the recycling out, take the bins out, call my gran, see how she's doing, clean the flat, and do my daily 15 minutes of Spanish, do stuff with university, read some of my book at least an hour, go to my classes, all these different kinds of things that are little checkpoints that I can tick off. And I find that as small as they are, when you're going to bed at the end of the day, you might have it in your head like, I've been meaning to do that for like a month. When am I actually going to get my act together and do it? If you write it down, sort of add like a little box to it, ready to tick, it's such a satisfying feeling, and you will find that you'll go to bed that night, and you're not thinking that, oh God, still got that hanging over me. It's no longer hanging over you because you tick that box. And if something does pop into your head, if you get into a sort of checklist system, you can be like, right, where's the pen? Where's the paper? I'm going to add that and I'm going to get that done tomorrow. Or it's going to be my objective for the week. So that is a way of replicating the sort of variety structure that is part of a normal life outside a pandemic, and how you can bring it into your day-to-day life in a pandemic circumstance. And, I see probably every day how many different numbers there are that people can call in the UK if you want to speak to any helplines if you are struggling with your mental health. It's, I've got a friend, she's a student nurse, and she said that the majority, I think it was like 8 out of 10 cases that they got in the hospital in a certain weekend was all people going into A&E for self-harm or suicide attempts. So it's a global pandemic for COVID-19, and I can't wait for it to be over. But there's not enough light shone on how it's impacting everyone's mental health. It's a very scary thought to have a lot of unresolved issues that you distract yourself from your whole life. A lot of things that you don't quite understand, things that you can't comprehend, things that hang over you, sit at the back of your head, and then suddenly it's you, a closed door in a dark room, and it's all you can think about. So I'll leave these numbers in the description. I've also launched a online tutoring profile where I'm going to be going through things like fitness, so I can do online consultations for people who are looking to get their fitness on track. That can then lead on to online coaching if you wish. I can also do nutrition, educate people, and do check-ins with food diaries, as well as doing stress management techniques and help with public speaking. So I've got an online tutor profile for that. So I'll leave that in the description as well. If you wish to pursue any of these things, I would happily sit down one-to-one with you on Microsoft Teams or Zoom and go over whatever topic you want that can help you at least build yourself in an aspect of your life while you're in lockdown. So when you come out and you re-emerge, you're no longer in a cocoon. You are a beautiful butterfly flying over into the sky for everyone to see and admire. So try and smile. The government have even said that they cannot afford to do another lockdown, and the vaccines are pumping out. This weekend they hit a record high of the amount of vaccines that they managed to administer nationwide in a day. I think it was 600,000. So at that sort of rate, we are well on track to getting back and having a normal summer. But the most important part is taking care of yourself here. Get into meditation. I've got a guided meditation video on this channel, and I can also, just type in meditation, positive thinking, meditation, anxiety into YouTube, and you'll find so many helpful things. But as I say, the most important part is yourself right now, and we've not got long to go. Just try and add variety in whatever way you can. If you can afford to invest in some courses online, do it. Get some specializations. You'll be glad you did, especially when you're not spending money going out every weekend at the moment. But there's also free things like Duolingo. You could meet your mates in the pub in the summer in a beer garden and just come out speaking fluent in another language and watch how freaked out they look in their faces. So it's onwards and upwards. It's just about your mindset and how you look at it. It sucks for everybody, but we're all in it together. So men and women, if you are struggling with your mental health, talk about it. It doesn't matter if you feel like people are going to think less of you for it. If you talk to one of your friends or family and they think less of you for having mental health issues, struggling, that's their problem, and you could probably associate yourself with better people, because really the only kind of people that was worth having around you are those who want to build you up, care about you, support you when you're down, knowing that you'll do exactly the same thing for them. That is a ride and die kind of relationship, and that's what you deserve. So I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their week. Leave a comment if you found this helpful. If you think there's anything I need to work on for future videos, if there's a topic you'd like me to discuss, if you're interested in any online tutoring that I'm currently doing for fitness, nutrition, and well-being, feel free to hit me up, and I'll gladly sit down with you and talk about whatever you want to do. So, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.